Zhiyun has been leading the innovation of compact professional lights with their Molus range of products. I've been loving my Molus X100 and Molus G60, but for some of you, 100 watts is not enough. So that's where the new Molus G200 comes into play. This is the smallest 300 watt light in the market right now. Let's check it out. Inside the travel case, you have the paperwork, reflector, power adapter, power cable, and the Molus G200 with a protective cover attached. I still can't believe how small it is. Anyway, let's take a closer look at the G200, starting with the power adapter. At the top is a power toggle and hanging strap. At the bottom is the power cable input, and at the front is where all the magic happens. You have a display in the middle, two control knobs, and lastly the massive Dynavolt active cooling system. The display shows the lighting mode, temperature, and brightness. The left knob controls the brightness and the right knob controls the temperature. If you press into the knob, the value will rise in increments of 10%. But that's not all. A triple press on the left knob will reset the Bluetooth connection, a triple press on the right knob will show the device info, and a long press on the right knob will switch between CCT and music mode. Yes, this light has built-in music mode. Not something I would use, but it may come in handy for your production. Alright, there's one more thing. You'll need sunglasses for this. If you hold the two buttons together, you will enter Max Extreme mode, which delivers an output of 300 watts. That's absolutely insane, but do note that it goes directly from 200 watts to 300 watts, nothing in between. And please make sure no one is looking towards the light when you do this, because it can be a very painful experience. As you can see, a very simple design but comes with a ton of functionality. Now let's move on to the light module. I've already taken off the protective cover, but what's really cool is that Zhiyun has also included another layer of protection in front of the LED. And yes, for those sharp-eyed viewers, there is a built-in Bowens mount. No adapters needed, unlike the X100 and G60. At the back of the light is the same Dynavolt active cooling system, and at the bottom you'll find the controller power input and built-in light support, which is tiltable up to 180 degrees and features an umbrella reflector hole. Despite being such a compact light, it does not compromise on quality at all. The temperature ranges from 2700 Kelvin all the way to 6500 Kelvin with a maximum brightness of 85,800 lux at a distance of 1 meters. It's absolutely overkill for my humble indoor studio use. Another thing that I really like about this light, other than the size, is the fact that it operates so quietly. The fans don't even run at the start until it reaches a certain temperature, and even when that happens, it's whisper quiet, perfect for shooting talking videos. Now, some of you may think that the G200 doesn't deserve the title of most compact 300 watt light because it comes in two separate modules. But I'll tell you what, having a separate controller for your light isn't something new. Plus, I really like the usability of this design. It's so much easier to control the light, especially when it's mounted higher up. And yeah, I'm aware that most lights can be controlled via a remote or an app, but sometimes you just can't beat having physical controls. Speaking of apps, the G200 can be controlled via the ZY Vega app. The actions are mostly the same as the physical controls, but there are some extra features such as using the CCT gel presets, using the camera to match a CCT value, and upgrading the firmware. The app is simple to use and very handy when it comes to managing a few Zhiyun lights together. So I've had this light for a few weeks now, and let me be completely honest, in terms of the light quality compared to my other lights in the studio, there's barely any difference. But have I enjoyed using the G200 more than my other studio lights? Definitely. And yes, for those wondering, I've been using the G200 as my key light throughout this video. The compact size and ergonomic usage thanks to the separate controller module has made this my favorite studio light. It's easy to move around and can fit tight spaces like corners and behind desks. The power output doesn't really matter to me because indoors I'm usually running this light at 10 to 20%, but if you're primarily an outdoor shooter, the max 300 watt output will be very helpful. I truly believe that the G200 is the most compact and best value 300 watt light in the market right now. Alright, let's wrap things up. So who is the Zhiyun Molus G200 for? Honestly, everyone and anyone. Whether you're a professional filmmaker, content creator, or enthusiast, the G200 can elevate your visual storytelling. I like this light so much that I even bought another one using my own money. So if you're in the market for a professional light that goes up to 300 watts in the most compact form factor possible, there really isn't anything else like the Zhiyun Molus G200. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys for the next one. Bye!